All right, yo, welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. Happy Thorough Thursday. So, you're about to see my Mercury taught me from last night. However, I was telling y'all, I always tell y'all, Drake real stingy with his shit. He do not let nobody use his music. So it got copyrighted, so I couldn't fucking use the first couple video, the first video. So I have to cut and re-edit XYZ. But the song that I wanted to run was Sacrifices. So what's the line he say? I gotta look up the lyrics because I definitely want to get that in here, like, because that's definitely a personification of my life. Look. See, I ain't know he had a late. It says, I'm convinced. I made sacrifices. I've been balling ever since. We seen so many blessings. Shit don't make no sense. Someone watching over us, so shout goes out to him. Shout goes out to him. So I couldn't run it, but I definitely want to run it. So I'm gonna set the vibe. We're gonna pop into the Mercury taught me from last night, which was from Workout Wednesday, and then I'm gonna pop off with probably another Gucci Mane song. But this the vibe. This how I feel. And then I'll pop back on a little bit with a little bit of what I've been working on, and we're gonna go out. So this the vibe for this motherfucking day, my boy. I killed your brother, man. I robbed him because he treat me like help. I love Gucci Mane. From my brother, man. Ayy. Dope don't sell itself. Ayy. Bipolar, that's what I'm gonna go out on. They sell you anything. And I'm a genius, so I can't go for anything. Hey, I robbed him because he treat me like the help. I put that on my son and on my mother, man. My brother fronted me, but now I front my brother, man. They threw me in a dungeon by myself. So lately I don't need nobody else. So lately I don't really need nobody else. I was training in the gym. Oh, that's too. I was gonna think said fuck them all. I don't need nobody else. That too. He said that folks was playing crazy games. Hey, fuck them all. Don't need nobody else. I killed your brother, man. The pluggy keep on bringing in the mouth. Hey, I robbed him because he treat me like the help. I put that on my son and on my mother, man. My brother fronted me, but now I from my brother, man. All right, so that's the vibe for the neighborhood. I'm about to pop off, so you can go ahead and jump into whatever Mercury taught me. And I'm about to pop off, pop back on. Y'all need to know all this shit. I don't even have to say it, but dead part. All right, definitely had to let that run. Yo, welcome to the motherfucking neighborhood. If it's your first time in the neighborhood, make sure you bring it back to the bottom of the map. Make sure you go all the way back to the beginning and watch a video called Welcome to the Neighborhood. What I realized is if you are not subscribed to this channel, you will not see all of the videos. So if you want to see the videos or you really want to follow the journey, fucking subscribe. That part. But watch from the very beginning, Welcome to the Neighborhood, in chronological order until the point you came in on the journey. So that's Welcome to the Neighborhood, which is the first video, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth, then the sixth, then the seventh, then the eighth, then the ninth, then the 10th, all the way into the point you came in on the journey. What's the point you came in on the journey? I'm so glad you asked. That's the video that you clicked that introduced you to me, that made you say, who is this girl? What the fuck is she talking about? Do I want to like, share, subscribe, or do I want to thank you next this hoe? Do I want to Ariana Grande this bitch? You need to understand why you're in the neighborhood. We follow two people here. The first one being God. As for me and my house, I serve the Lord. I don't give a fuck who you serve. You can serve nobody. You can serve dirt. You cannot believe in anything. But like Drake say, I ain't saying I got something for the bad bitches too. So stick around. The neighborhood got something for everybody. But I just want you to know, as you navigate through the neighborhood, we're going to talk about Jesus. Everything will have Jesus undertones. And you might see all kinds of Jesus pieces. Not to offend you, but if I do, I don't give a fuck. Second, we follow Uncle Luke. We don't stop. We pop that pussy. We keep going past the point we came in on the motherfucking journey, and we watched into the very last video that has been uploaded. I like to tell people that this is a story of a girl and God, and you get to watch. You get to watch where I'm going, whether it be the White House, the whole house, or the po house, and it might be all of them hoes in one motherfucking day. It might be all of them hoes in one motherfucking day. If you want to know a little bit about the channel and why I'm doing what I'm doing, make sure you go and see a video called The Thing About Hope and How an Angel Gets Their Wings. All right, guys, so I felt like today was an appropriate day to do my summation of Mercury Taught Me. I didn't do many Mercury Taught Me because Mercury had me fucking seeing my stupid ass down and being fucking quiet and focusing. So I'm gonna do my Mercury Taught Me really quickly. So my curls was just popping in so much that I'm about to twist it while I sit here and talk to you guys. I actually need to go get that towel from up there. But I'm getting ready to dye my hair. And so I'm prepping my hair for dye. I always, most of the time, so I dye my own hair. I can go to the salon and dye it, but one, I'm not going to bleach it because it's so healthy. So whatever color comes out when I just put the dye on top of my hair, because that dye strips your hair. When you bleach it, it strips your hair. And it's so healthy right now, I'm just not going to do that to my hair. So I'm going to dye it. But one of the things I do to protect my hair when I dye it is I condition it and I just leave it in there. So I'm just going to, I just washed it. I did the hair mask that I have, that Purology hair mask. That shit's still popping. And then I used the fucking Carol Daughter, and then I used the fucking 3-Minute Miracle, and that's what I left on my hair. And so I'm gonna just twist it out, wash it, twist it out, let it dry, comb it out and twist it out again. So when I get ready to dye it, the curls will be loosened, and I make sure I get all of the color in the curls. So I'm excited about that. I'm thinking about doing something interesting to my hair, so I'll let you know how that goes. But I might try something a little different for you hoes. But I'm excited about that. But right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm prepping my hair. So really quickly, I wanted to do my Mercury Taught Me. I'm not going to stay too long. I'm going to get up and go to the gym asshole early tomorrow. I'm gonna try to switch up my schedule, get my life together, so that I can manage my time better. So I'm gonna be at the gym asshole early so I can come home. I was gonna work on the thing. If you watched what's the name, Engage the Core, the young man that I'm gonna be working with, I was gonna come home. I was gonna work on some of the stuff for him tonight, but I got it. I think I just need to let it like sit in my brain. When I go to the gym tomorrow, I'll be thinking about what I need to do, and then I'll come back and I'll write down something and have something to present to him tomorrow, because he wants to hit the fucking ball rolling, my boy. He like, let's get it. And you know what, I'm not gonna slow down. I'm gonna hit the ball with the ball. So that part. But I just need to, I had a good conversation with my mentor. This is my first time me catching up with my mentor in over a month. And I told her what I was doing. She gave me a good idea. I also got my boss pinged me at like 5 o'clock and was like, you got some time to talk, and she gave me some good news, and I'm just like, what the fuck, what the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? And I take that, it's so crazy because I said in my video, my Pack Light video, I said blessings are about to come in if you know you deserve them, and don't let the trauma response get to you, and don't you know, don't be freaked out by it. And I'm like, so random, because we are talking, and this is more of an astrology talk for my astrology fiends. There's a new moon, there's a full moon in Libra on the 20th, and I'm really excited about that. I'm a Libra moon, and so that's really a good time to talk to anybody, to be honest. Especially, I feel like if you're a Libra moon, and like my approach to astrology is completely different than a lot of astrologists. I'm not your traditional astrologist. I'm not your traditional anything. So there's that. Venus enters Aries on the 21st. That'll be interesting. That'll be crazy interesting, because Venus is your planet of self-love. So y'all know I'm studying, I'm diving deeper. So that's what I'll do tomorrow as well, so I can give myself enough time. And y'all know my computer, my phone had to give me, it had to do some old Mercury shit on my last Mercury taught me. But shit, I don't know what I was saying. I hope that I pick back up where I left, but I think I was talking about Venus. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Venus on the 21st, Venus enters Aries, and Aries, told y'all I'm on my astrology kick, and I am working on, I'm studying my astrology because I'm getting my, like, I'm about to do something with it. So I'm the type of person who likes to master something, so that I can really, like, you can't teach what you don't know. And so my goal is to be able to teach people things about astrology in a way that they can get it, because a lot of reason why people don't get to know astrology or don't believe in it or don't think it's a science is because people talk over their head. But so that's one of the things I'm doing. So with me going to the gym a bit earlier, I can come home, do my work, and then study some astrology, so that I can do what I need to do with it. So, but with that being said, so I have assigned all of my planets, like I've broken it down into ways that people could understand it. So Venus is your self-love, like your self-worth planet. And it enters Aries on the 21st. And I already feel that energy. And that's really interesting. And also, I just wanted to go back with you guys, because I definitely can't stay long, because I feel like this phone gonna do some stupid ass shit. On the 13th, Venus was conjunct Neptune, and I believe Jupiter and the Sun, I believe. And they called it the most romantic moon, or the most romantic planet, the most romantic moon of the year, the Hope Moon. It says and then on March 20th, which is also Mercury moves into Pisces. I think the Sun moves into Aries. I don't know if it moves into Aries on the 21st, the 20th, or the 22nd, the 20th or the 21st. But all I know is, and I still don't think that I'm correct about all those conjunctions. I'm for the 13th, for the new moon that just passed. But it says on the 20th that it equals it says March 20th the Sun enters Aries, and so that is the new year. It's a new year, and so that's super exciting. And definitely ties into what I'm about to talk to you guys about. And then what it says, March 26th. The Sun conjuncts Venus. Approach to matters of the heart are more rational and successful. That's what it says. March 23rd. Mercury squares Mars. And that should be interesting, because what will Mercury be? Mercury will be in Pisces, and it squares Mars, which is in, what sign is Mars in? I'm not sure, but half of it, to all my regular viewers who know nothing about astrology, I'm like, what is this psycho bitch talking about? But whatever. Things to keep in mind: there's a full moon on the 20th in Libra. Important, just know it's a full moon. Also know that Venus your planet of the planet of self-love, wherever it is in your chart, or self-worth, wherever it is in your chart. So my planet of self-worth in my chart is in my 10th house, which is my house of public image, and moves into Aries. So that'll be very, very interesting just to see how that plays out. But I feel the energy already. So we got those things. So all of that to say, today was a good day. Didn't have to carry the K. Today was a good day. Didn't have to carry the K. Yeah, this is just like me with my notes. Oh, so this is something random I wrote, that accomplishments should have no effect on your happiness. Soul Star Team. That's the little chick. That's the little chick that I was telling y'all about in that Pack Life video. The little astrologer chick that I was watching. I really, oh no, her name is, that's something, that's a video I was watching. That's what he said. But the chick I was talking about was Wonder Girl Astrology. She's a really good astrologer. So if y'all looking for an astrologer, Peace Dealer, the Wonder Girl Astrology, and the Leo King. Even though I be having low-key beef with the Leo King, he don't know it. So with all of that being said, we have a new year starting, and I think that's a new year starting everywhere. Like in every aspect of my life, we have a new astrological cycle that is starting. And it's interesting because, so I said today that my boss called me and she gave me some, interesting news that I was just like, oh, okay. And a year ago today is the last day that we had in the office. This is when Corona really kicked up. I had literally, so at the end of February, I did an interview for the position I'm in now. And I was slated to start training on the 31st. I started in my position on the 31st. And so we have our end of the year reviews coming up. Because even though it's in March, it's a new year for our company. So the new year for our company is coming up. So in this last part of Mercury, I look back, even after the video today, if you watch the video before this video, which is Engage the Core, a lot of today is me looking back. As I look back over my life, is me looking back to see how far I come. That's the only time I ever look back. I don't look back for no other reason, and I ain't really looking back. I really just check the rear view mirror to make sure wasn't nobody creeping up on me about to ram into my shit. You know what I'm saying? But as I look back, even just talking to her today, I said I see my growth. And she said something to me that could have perturbed me, but I didn't even let it. I just looked at it differently. I was explaining to her at some point I wanted to give up. And I told her that I felt like everybody on the team hated me. And I felt like she's psychologying me, but I'll take it because it worked out for my benefit anyways. She was just like, so what I'm hearing is your perfectionist complex made you believe that you weren't good enough. And I said, essentially, yeah. She was just, I said, but don't worry, that's gone now. She was like, okay, good. My boss is very tough on me, and I don't know, I can't, I'm not here to determine why, but she's very tough on me, and I would like to believe in my very naivety, my naivete. It's because she knows that I can do it. And one of the things that I realized, like she knows she can see my worth, or if she couldn't see my worth, she sees it now. Because even the way that she handles me is different. Before, when I was doing what I was doing, she was iffy about it. But when I told her I added more to my plate, she was like, "Oh, I know you could do it. I believe in you." And that was very. It's like a complete switch. It's like, oh, what? I was not expecting to hear that. And whether she believes in me or not, that means nothing to me. But it's just like, not that I prove myself, because y'all know I don't give a fuck about proving myself to nobody. But it's just like, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing when you see it, but it's another thing when other people see it, So that happened. But with that, I will go into what Mercury taught me. Mercury taught me to release. If we go back to release, what am I releasing? I'll even start with as early as today. Even though Mercury retrograde is over, I did this. I'm doing this. Mercury taught me. It taught me to release unrealistic expectations of myself. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. So one, release those things. So give up. Y'all know one of the things, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you've been in the neighborhood, you one of my neighbors, then you know that and just to really randomly, like, understand, like, everything I do is so biblical that you have no clue. Like, even the idea of hope, and so I'm working on my logo, and it's going to incorporate a rainbow. But God said in the Bible, He would not destroy the world by fire anymore, and by water anymore. He would destroy it by fire. He would destroy it by fire. I'm a fire sign. That's so funny. But and the symbol that He would give, would be a rainbow, and that would be hope. That would be your hope for that thing. And so, like, just it's a whole bunch of, it's levels to this shit. So understand that I'm more intentional than you can ever think. Is this shit way deeper? It's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that. That has nothing to do with anything. But I just wanted to say that I wanted to record that so that it could be known. And so, one, if you've been following this channel, and I was saying that to say, neighbors, and also the Bible says, love your neighbors as you love yourself. And so being in the neighborhood, everybody that I meet is a neighbor. And so I love each of my neighbors. Is as you come in the neighborhood, like, people, I told you guys, everybody, some people got girls, some people got hotties, some people got hoochies, but I got neighbors. So any person that you interact with in the comments, any person that you meet in the neighborhood is your neighbor. So you treat your neighbor as you treat yourself. And I'm trying to build a community of greatness, of hope. So there's that hope. So random, but so release. So one of the things that you guys know I've been releasing is negative thoughts. Like, I struggle with thinking positively. And so y'all know one of my biggest things is just to think good. So release. I release that perfectionist complex. I'm releasing negative thoughts, but I also release old relationships. And when I say relationships, they're not. I don't. A lot of people just think it's strictly like romantic. It's not. It's work, friendships, and things like that. And let me tell you, I even said today, even I listened to More Life, and I miss some of the people so bad. I miss them so bad because I don't want to. It's people with you that was really shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That was really, 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 when I say in the gym, shooting with you, like, on my worst days, on the days that I just didn't think I could pull it together. Just a phone call, like, all right, I'm gonna talk you through this. You got this. You need anything? You know what I'm saying? Like your worst days. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, guys, you telling me that I gotta release these people to get what I want, what I need. Sacrifices. That's the name of the song. That's what a sacrifice. So that sacrifice, I attribute music to people. So all the people in my life have a song, have an artist. This particular Jack in the Box, like, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, I just sit and I think, like, I've been trying to let him go for a couple years, and I told y'all that, and it's hard to let people go that you don't hate and that you'll never hate. And I won't ever hate him because it's just too much history. It's too much real shit that we didn't been through together that I can't. But I know that we can't be friends, and so that's just a example. But when we used to drive, I was back and forth. I tell you guys that all the time to work, and we used to always fight over music because he loved Usher. He fucking loved Usher. He too fucking big to love Usher. He loved Usher. He loved music like me. He also loved Gucci Mane. But I used to, this is the album, like this was when my album, the album that I finally walked away from him on, what I called him, and that got me through that session of actually just not doing it anymore. It was this album, and it's a song called Passion Fruit. I believe that's the name of it. And I used to always play that because I used to always think that, like, that's what, if we had a relationship, let's, like she says, like we don't have to be dramatic, just romantic. Like, I used to always think that that's how we would be. And so Mercury taught me to release, because I feel those things every time I hit a song, but I understand that, you know, just because we love something doesn't mean it's good for us. And you can forgive, but you can't forget. Kevin Gates say, I forgive you, but I never forget what you did. And I can't forget. An elephant never forgets. I can't forget. And I won't. Because I know what I deserve. I know my self-worth now. I didn't know it then. And like, I used to try to, I had a problem with, you know, I'm releasing the idea that I had to prove myself to people, places, and things. And like, for some reason, I always wanted to prove myself to him. I always wanted to be good enough for him, because in my eyes, he was it. Like, he was perfect. Like, he introduced me to Whole Foods. He introduced me to to fucking Trader Joe's. Like, I didn't know any of those things, so he introduced me to a lot of different things. And so the person who, like, in law school, they tell you never lead a date that brought you to the dance. But the thing is, I didn't lead a date that brought me to the dance. That the date that brought me to the dance loved me. And so, you know, but I had to grow and learn. So release. So I'm really releasing, and we release so that we make room for new. That's what Mercury taught me. So while what I'm understanding is, like, it's a lot of things that I had to let go of, but today I bought myself I've been wanting a MacBook for so long. I've been wanting a fucking MacBook for so long, and I never bought it because I didn't have the money to. And it just wasn't in the budget. I had a laptop, but that got lost. Most of my things got destroyed in previous relationships, because what would happen is, the guys that I would date, they would destroy my things because they were jealous of what I had. And so they knew that the things to me, destroying my things would hurt me. But then I became detached from the things. And so instead of actually hurting the things, they actually began to hurt me. So it was a terrible cycle, guys. But what I learned, and what I'm learning is, I like, all of those things were taken away from me, but they're being replaced with things better. Like my friendships, like I think of it like this. So I got a rose gold. I'm gonna show y'all when I get it. I got a rose gold MacBook coming. That bitch nice, and I don't have to pay on it. That bitch paid off. I got it. It's mine. It's mine. As soon as it's in my hands, it's mine. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. And it's crazy because I wouldn't have bought it because I wanted it, but just the things that are coming up in my life, I haven't had a personal laptop in at least 3 years. So I needed a laptop, and just so happened I was able to get one. You know what I'm saying? But the last laptop I had was destroyed, probably for 1,000 reasons. Like a lot of the things that I lost, like I lost, my ex gave me a big ass 80-inch TV, and that bitch got destroyed. But I replaced it with a smart TV, you know. It's just things like that. So I have the understanding that when I release things, that God will replace it with something better. So I know better than to hold on to things, because if God is taking it out of my life, then I know he's going to replace it with better. And with that laptop, just for instance, with the laptop, when I had a ThinkPad, a personal ThinkPad. And it's crazy because my work laptop is a ThinkPad. But so I love ThinkPads, especially for me, because I am a mess when it comes to electronics. Like, me and electronics have, and it's crazy, I got Uranus in my second house, so hopefully when it comes to work, I can keep it together. But like, and because Uranus deals with technology anyways, like the ThinkPad was everything to me. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. And I always wanted a MacBook, but it just wasn't something that I thought that I would ever get, because I didn't ever think that I could ever would be ever at a point to afford one. But you know, so when I lost that laptop, I didn't even bother buying a new one. I didn't need, like, I was just like, whatever. And I just, out of sight, out of mind. And years later, God replaced it with exactly what I wanted. And it's rose gold. Like, what more fit for a queen than a rose gold Mac? You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. But what that shows me is when God takes things from you, he'll replace it with something better. And don't worry about the time frame. You just got to understand that he is setting whatever he has up for you so that you can get the very, very, very best. And that goes to my one of my other points is Mercury taught me, don't try to do God's job. I'm not going to end up twisting my hair on this call, on this video. Don't try to do God's job. I try to do God's job so many times, and not in a way that I try to be God, because it's not that. But like, sometimes God be telling me to sit still and I be wanting to move. And every time that he tells me to move, every time he tell me to sit still and I move, like, he be like, something crazy happened. He'd be like, that's your stupid ass kid. I told you to sit down. Like, God move when he say he ready. You know, he move when he want to move. Just like I told y'all on Testimony Tuesday, like the chick, she was just like, she tried to do it her way and it didn't work. But when God stepped in, he might have came at the very last minute. He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. He's an on-time God. Oh, yes, he is. Like, it was better than she ever expected. So I'm learning not to try to do God's will. Just really sit down and be patient for him. And y'all know I follow God, but it's a relationship between a girl and God. So I'm showing you what my relationship is. It's not perfect, not even a little bit. But because it's not perfect, I think that's why I do what I do. So don't try to do God's job for him. And that's hard sometimes, because as humans in flesh, we want to rush things. But when we rush things, we don't get the thing that we want. We don't get that rose gold laptop. Hello, somebody. So I'll wait on my rose gold, whatever it is that God has for me, because of what was taken from me, if that makes sense. I learned, Mercury taught me to triple check, discount, double check. Bitch, he taught me to, it taught me to triple check, like, especially with work and details. I have to slow down, pace yourself. And I guess that's what I'll say triple check means, like, pace yourself. Like, pace yourself is one of the lady, I need to email her, actually, a lady named Judy Torres. She was one of my coaches. She said, measure twice, cut once. My parent, my godfather, he always say that. He told me that, and I never forget that. And that's really how I move. Measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. And so, yeah, that might mean more work on the front end, but in any business, in any relationship, in any acumen, like, it's better to be safe than sorry. So if it take a little more time to double check, do that shit. Let go or be dragged. Bitch, and let me tell you, God will publicly drag your dumb ass. Let me tell you, God, let me tell you, and I'll be honest with you, my little relationship with Ash, I already fucking knew what it was. Like, I already knew what it was, but I wanted what I wanted. Don't try to do God's job for you. When he tell you something ain't for you, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let me tell you, because you'll be dragged. You'll be dragged publicly. But you'll be dragged so publicly, you'll be so fucking shamed, you will sit your stupid ass down and not do it again. Like, and so I use my example with Ash. Like, I already knew what it was. I knew my worth. I knew better than to do that. But I don't know if it's just that I wanted to believe in that. I wanted to have not failed again. That's what I wanted. I wanted to have not walked into something stupid again. I was like, I wanted to not be like, come on, God, 3 times I know you lying, God. I know you fucking lying, God. 3 times in a row, bitch. But God was like, you should have learned your fucking lesson. Hello? And because you didn't learn your lesson, you lost. And you might have lost a lot more than one, but that's what you get. You need to learn. I had to teach you this so that you could get the thing that I needed you to get, so you could be prepared for the thing that I'm sending to you. Hello, somebody. And I should have let go. I knew I should have let go when I was in Baton Rouge. Before I ever caught on a plane to come back home. I knew I should have let go. I knew I should have let go. But I was being an airhead because I wanted something that I knew I wasn't supposed to have. Because I didn't trust God enough to say, God, you're going to give me something better. Let go or be dragged publicly, ho. Mercury taught me that. Mercury taught me my strength. And we go back to the video from today. Because of being dragged publicly, a lot of people only saw the public dragging and didn't see the lesson that I got from the public dragging. And didn't know that I already knew that something wasn't for me because I portrayed it as that. You create your reality. So when you put something off as something that is really not, people will only get what you tell them. So it showed me my reality. But everything for a reason. That had to happen the way it happened because it needed to show me my strength. Because had that never happened, the conversation that I had today would have never happened, and I never would have knew how strong I was. So Mercury, and so in Mercury retrograde, like, you go back to think, like, old relationships come back, old money, you have money issues, you have all of those things, like, all of those things you need to recheck. And I rechecked, and Ash was still a fuckboy. He was still a fuckboy. He was still a fuckboy. I thought it wasn't. And I knew it. I knew it the day I left his house. But that kiss was so good. He was such a sweet guy. And he's not a bad person, but he just ain't for me. So Mercury taught me my strength. Mercury taught me, like, after when that nigga stood me up and did not show the fuck up, did not call a bitch, no call, no show, bitch, like at McDonald's, bitch, that bitch was a no call, no show. That just showed me how like, just how much better that I had grown, and that was something that was, because it didn't hurt me, because it didn't bother me, like it wasn't real. And I wanted it to be real. Like, I loved him as a person, but everything else was like, it wasn't real. But you could talk yourself into something real. You could try to convince yourself. If you gotta convince yourself of it, then it ain't it. When you know, you know. You don't have to convince yourself of it. Trust me. And I wanted it to be that so bad, but it wasn't. But it showed me him not showing up. Him, something that was probably meant to break me, that was supposed to make me feel crummy, didn't. Like, I was more mad at myself for walking around telling people that this guy was everything, this awesome ass person, and he wasn't. And I knew it. And I wanted him to be the love of my life, but he wasn't. But that takes strength. And for me to sit here and be like, yeah, damn, pretty girls get played too. Like, a lot of times. That's the thing. But those are things I put on myself. So it showed me my strength. It says to be completely honest with myself and check myself. Mercury did teach me to be completely honest with myself and check myself. I wasn't honest with myself about Ashton. I wasn't. And he was a great lesson. He was a great something to teach me. Like I wanted to, and that was one of my problems. It was just like, with all of the people, all of the failed relationships that I had, I wasn't honest with myself. I was in love with what I thought they could be. And it's just like, how many times you gonna do this, baby girl? How many times? How much must you hurt yourself? And God will let you go through the same thing over and over again until you get it. And so I got it. It snapped, and I was like, okay, I got it. But I had to be honest with myself. Like, I'm like, hold the fuck up. I'm better than this. Are you kidding me? You got me fucking calling you like I'm fucking like running by chase it. Nigga, you got life fucked up. You got life fucked up. Fuck wrong with you. I know you got life fucked up. I know you lying, bitch. And I could go to I'm not a, like I said, he's not a bad person, but nah, bitch, I know you got life fucked up. I am too fucking pretty. I work too fucking hard. I am too much of a fucking boss to be fucking running behind any motherfucking nigga. You gotta be, I know you lying, bitch. But I said I believed that, but I didn't believe it, because if I believed it, I wouldn't have done that thing. I had to check myself. Mercury taught me to check myself. Mercury taught me to manage my money better. Let me tell you something. So, going back to March 17th, so this is also the time that everything fell down last year. Like, so my ex-fiance left me on Valentine's Day to go be with his baby mama, bitch. That happened. He came back, treated me like shit. I should have put his stupid ass out, but I didn't because that's not my heart. And then finally I had to put his dumb ass out. I had to put him out. I had to. I did some bad things, but I ain't have a choice, like Drake say. I ain't had no choice. Like, and I ain't even go full monster. I just went like pet monster. And like he just left me, bitch. Just broke my heart. And I don't know if I told y'all this nigga left me for his baby mama. And then I found out while I'm still sitting here being stupid, just praying that he come back to me, even though he done all of this horrible shit. Bitch, I didn't know my worth. Don't be mad at me. This nigga went and got engaged on me. This nigga went and got engaged on my dumb ass. Not to his baby mama, bitch. I was fucking sick over this nigga, crying, boo-hoo, crying over this nigga. Like, so all of this shit happened. I had just started my new job. I was just learning, and I was panicking because I wasn't learning. I had these simulations that were extremely hard. Extremely hard. And I felt like I was back in law school again, and this nigga just up and left me. Like, listen, last year this time, completely different. As I look back over my life, that's why I sit here with a different type of confidence. So with that being said, like, I had a problem with just spending money. Like, I just use, like, niggas just take my money. Like, some niggas just take my money. Like, because I'm gonna give it. Like, and because I already know that God gonna replace it. Because at that time somebody needed it. But just because you can don't mean you should. Bitch, hello somebody. That's what I'm learning. That's what I had to learn. And so I started, instead of my homegirl Sophie, she used to always tell me, she said, every time you buy something for somebody, you buy something for yourself. So I spent this last year blowing money on me. Hello? When the last time you blew some money? When I say I blew money on me, bitch, I blew money on me. Hello? I blew some money on me. And you want to know what? I really didn't blow enough. But it's coming. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I have to manage my money better because I like my bank account's not empty, but they low, bitch. And I feel bad a little bit, but I don't feel bad because I deserve that shit. And I ain't expect it from nobody. I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. Bitch, I buy my flowers. I buy myself flowers every other week. My nanny always told me, don't wait on nobody to get nothing till you go get it. And I go and got it. I go get it. I ain't wait for nobody to give me shit. I don't ask nobody for shit. Drake got a song on that energy. I bought this one a purse. I bought this one a mouth. I keep buying shit. Just make sure you keep track of it all. I got energy. I got a lot of energy. I got a lot of people trying to drain me this energy. I got so much energy. Like, I done gave so much out and I still ain't never ran low. My only thing is, like, I just stopped giving it out because everybody don't deserve it. But I could give out my energy for the rest of my life and still not go low because I'm an energy source. That's how God made me. Now, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. So I'm learning to manage my money better. I'm getting even better. I got a financial counselor. He told me some things. So I'm going to work on starting this. It's a new astrological year. So I'm starting this new year off right. Like, I'm getting my, not my New Year's resolution, but I'm checking myself. So I'm getting my New Year's life together. So I'm getting my money straight. I'm getting everything. I'm getting my life in order. I'm taking everything that I learned in the past 31 years and I am applying it to this new life that I'm creating for myself. Joy is my birthright. So that's one of the yoga meditations, and it is like I deserve to be happy. And so because I deserve to be happy, I do everything that I feel like I want to do that don't hurt other people. I'm going to tell you how I feel because I feel it. And if that's how I feel, I deserve to be happy. If I want the thing that I want, I'm going to go get it because I deserve to be happy. If I want to be alone, I'm going to do it because I deserve to be happy. I deserve joy. If I don't want to talk to you because your energy throw me off, I deserve not to talk to you. I deserve not to have you in my space. I deserve happy. And because I deserve happy, I give it to myself. Joy is my birthright. That I have to stay focused. I realize that distractions are different for different people. My distractions are not the average human distractions. Like my distraction is never going to be going out or like being like a druggie or anything like that. My distractions look different. So the things that could take me off my course look a lot different than the things that could take people off their course. But I learn when I stay focused, when I keep my eyes on God, that things turn out in my favor. So there's that. And then the last one was don't try to do God's job. Oh, and then so the very last one I'll talk about is heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. People often allude to that reference, but they don't really understand it. I speak astrologically from a Leo point of view that says Leo is known as the king or the queen, and their ideology or their template is royalty. I speak from a place of inner peace when I think of myself as a queen. And y'all know one of the things about me, I'm a history buff, so I study queens and kings. The term heavy is the head, and so going back to the Coming to America too, when Eddie Murphy is in McDowell's and they talk about heavy as the head, where it's the crown. Eddie Murphy says, oh, it's not actually talking about the weight of the crown, it's talking about the responsibility that the queen or king has. When you a king or a queen, you can't move like everybody else. You can't act like everybody else. You can't respond like you can't afford to. Because it could cost your life or somebody else's life. A king or queen has to be so strategic and has to be so unbiased in all that he or she does. And that is a burden in and of itself. And the king and queen protects and looks over and takes care of everybody. The king and queen puts everybody's interest before their own. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Everybody want to be a king. Everybody want to be a queen. But is you really cut for that? Is you really built for that? And the king, the king and queen, I always, y'all know I'm Drake and Drake is me and me is Drake. I am Drake and Drake is me. He says, work so hard, work as hard as a soldier so that you make it hard to spot the general. You know, the general should work as hard as a soldier so that you make it hard to spot the general, something like that. And that's how I feel, like you should, you would never know the queen is the queen. That's the type of queen I want to be. That's the type of queen I am. You'll never know a queen is a queen. You wouldn't know. But a queen can tell a king. So no matter how hard you camouflage a king can tell a queen and a queen can tell a king, because they know each other by their mannerisms and by their ways. Hello, somebody. Heavy is the head. So before you go out and say you want to be a king or a queen, you really built for that life. Because you can't pop off at everybody. And you can't do all of the things that you think you want to do if you're really a queen. You can't afford to do that. I can't afford to move. I only fuck with niggas who got shit to lose. Hello, somebody. So Mercury taught me a lot. This Mercury retrograde, I told you this was a heavy Mercury retrograde because it was the Mercury retrograde before the reset of the karmic cycles. So of course it packed a punch. It's only been 1 year and I've come such a long way and I have so far to go. I'm so excited about what God has for me. I'm going to just be patient now. I know what I want. I have an idea of what I want and I'm going to just wait on it. I'm not gonna try to force it anymore. I'm not gonna try to go get it. I want to say I kind of gave up hope a little bit, but I guess the rose gold laptop is just like, here, baby girl, don't give up hope. Just know that everything in my time, not yours. God's will be done, not yours. So there's that, you know. So I'm going to just wait and be patient. And I'm going to let y'all know it's not easy to be patient. And I get frustrated because I'm very, very human. And sometimes I do get lonely. Sometimes I do want certain things right away. Sometimes I do fall victim to the instant gratification, because I do see people around me getting things and doing things and moving and shucking and jiving. And I do have people that make me feel like I ain't good enough sometimes. But the one thing that I will say is, over and over again, God showed me. God showed me that if you just listen to me and you wait on me, I'll take care of you. So, and not only will I give you what you want, but it'll be the best that you ever had. But you gotta wait on me. You gotta understand and trust that when you say you want something, and if it's for me, it's for you to have, I'm gonna only give you the best. So I'm about to. I'm all mucusy, and it's making me so mad. I've been taking this Tylenol sinus, because I know that's what it is. But in this allergy season, I need to take some allergy medicine too. But I don't like taking medicine like that. I feel like that fuck with my anxiety too. I just try to do holistic shit. So I just got some more tea with echinacea in it. So I'm going to try that. See if that help clear everything up. But I've been taking this sinus medicine. But ain't nothing up here. I ain't taking that shit tonight. I just don't want to take medicine. I'm not with the shits. So there's that. But this has been Mercury Taught Me. I am walking into a new astrological year. I am looking back over the last year especially, but over the last couple of years of my life, and what did I learn? What did I really, 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 really learn? And I learned a lot. And I have to not want to be ashamed of all the mistakes that I made. If you ain't making mistakes, you ain't growing. But, you know, how long do you dwell in those mistakes? How long do you wallow in those mistakes? That's really what matters. So I already know I'm not going to try to speak into the existence, but hopefully uploading this video won't be too tough. And hopefully, I feel like Drake going to let me run these couple songs, because y'all know Drake's stingy with his copyrights. Drake, I love you. I can't wait to meet you one day. Like, we're gonna meet one day. Like, that's one of my biggest goals, is to meet Drake in life. If I meet Drake, I I can die. Y'all know I lived. Y'all, when I meet Drake, if I meet Drake, like, shake his hand. I ain't gonna be no fangirl. I just want to chop it up. I feel like me and him could be really good friends. I meet Drake, you know that, okay, she did what she wanted to do in her life. Yeah. And hopefully the neighborhood is still up and running. Hopefully we can have Drake in the neighborhood drinking some wine, smoking a fat blunt. That's goals. So we'll see. But with that being said, I'm going to rest up because I got a early day tomorrow. And I need to study a little bit, and I need to plan because I got some work to do. My gold baby coming tomorrow, so I will show you guys that. And I'm about to get to work. So that part. Alexa, play Glow by Drake.
Glow by Drake, featuring Kanye West on Amazon
All right,
Music.
so the song that I was going to take us out on was Watch Out For Me, I'm About to Glow. But God was like, nah, just shut up and glow, bitch. So that's what I'm going to do. One of the things, I haven't got my computer yet, so I can't show it to you, but I'll make sure I show it to you whenever I get it. I told y'all I had some work to do, and so I was at the gym working out, trying to figure out shit, and I got some food this morning, watched a little trash TV, and I just sat down, and it all came to me. So I got at least a year's worth of work right here in front of me for this, which turns out really well. Hopefully my executive sponsor don't give me too much grief. He just let me do what I do. I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Baby, I just wanna take your freaking clothes off. So, so hopefully he just let me do what it do. I got some really good ideas. I got people that all I gotta do is plug and play. I gotta get some people to sign up for the shit. My homegirl say she hope I'm staying out of trouble. I can't make any promises. Shout out to y'all already know. Shout out to Esquire Apparel. I'm about to do some shit with her. So that part, a lot of shit going on. Y'all make sure y'all shop Esquire Apparel. I'm super excited about that. I'm in here. I'm a pop into that. But so I ain't gonna hold y'all too long since y'all already was getting the outro. So I should have already had this song up. I just got ahead of myself. I'm gonna take us out on another Gucci song, Bipolar. This from his album Evil Genius. I absolutely love this album. So there's that. I named this video Mercury Taught Me Happy New Year initially, but I want to do like Evil Genius as the title of this, but we'll see where the spirit lead me by the time I I post it, but I get everything loaded because I know it's gonna give me the blues when I try to set this shit up. I already know, my friend. There we go. Ooh, Bipolar gang. I love Gucci Mane, so I don't know if I like Gucci Mane is one of my top 3 artists. Man, if I had to rank, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. If I had to rank, so I think my top 3 artists would be Gucci Mane, Drake, and Kevin Gates. Not in that order. I don't know. They probably would all be the same. But favorite artists, favorite rappers, hands down. And the crazy thing is, after them, I will probably put 21 Savage. I'm a huge 21 Savage fan. I love good wordplay, and you gotta fucking listen to 21 rap. 21 is oh my god, he killed raps. So those will be my favorite rappers. And I'm so not girly because I don't have my go-to artist is not a soft song. My go-to artist is rappers. Like, you get in my car, I'm slapping something hard. Like, one of my things is I want to have an old school with them things in there. I got 612s. I want 612s in that shit. And I want to be slapping because I like music with bass. That's just kind of how I grew up. So there's that. All right, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get a commercial. Thank you for coming to the neighborhood and listening to me talk over again and again and again. I definitely went to the gym. You already know. Bipolar with the I just went bipolar. Bipolar with the check, for real. She said, what I need? I said, bitch, I need something to drink. Ayy. Leader of the gang, ayy. I just been like I'm having an idea right now. Bipolar with the swapping out the lamb, think I'm crazy. Shitting on these hoes, try to play me. Bipolar, I've been spending cash lately. Make you drown in the sauce, too much gravy. Bipolar shit, ayy. Hey.
2 million in cars.
Hey.
I don't know what to drive. Nick ice polar. All my hoes be by.
All my hoes be by. All of them.
Trying to gang me forward. Just didn't nose and nines.
Hey. Hey.
Told them feed me bells. With my bull on drugs. They be telling me chill. Gave my mama first. She thought I was going to jail.
Bipolar with the check. I just put you.
Pressure on my neck.
Bipolar.
With your ex.
That's who.
I just might go patient with my bitch. Bipolar with the check.
Hey.
I just put some pressure on my neck. Bipolar on my wrist. Bipolar, man, I keep on switching wheels.
All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by the neighborhood. Mercury taught me. Workout Wednesday, thorough Thursday, all in one. Ho.